Alright, what on everybody? It's your boy Izdawiz here, and today I have been asked the question, how do I draw? How can I teach someone to draw like me on PC? And first of all, I gotta say, one, I'm not a good teacher by far, and two, if you want to learn how to draw on a PC, first you gotta know how to draw by hand. And I can't really teach that because, like I said, I'm not a teacher. But I do what I do on the PC, and I'm using this drawing what I did of Ayane as an example. First of all, when I start with a sketch. I sketch out what I want to. I mean, if you don't know a pose or something, you can use it as a reference. That's what I do sometimes when I don't actually know what pose I want. I use a reference from like other pictures and just use a pose and draw my character out from that. But with this Ayane picture, I actually just did this myself, and this was pretty while back. Like, I never posted this one on YouTube, so this is gonna be my first drawing video that I did with me actually talking through it. But as you can see here, I'm just sketching out the full body, and that's basically what you do. I'm sketching with blue right here. That's what I used to do. You don't have to use blue color. You can use black and just go to your layer and make the sketch part transparent. But as you see farther in the video as it goes, well, I'm gonna let it speed up. Just wait till you get to the point, then I will continue explaining. But yeah, this is just me doing sketch art. So whenever you want to start a picture, you do want to sketch, and you see right there, I'm going to the next layer. And when I go to the next layer, this is where I actually do the line art. And for the line art, all you have to do is basically just go where your sketch was, make a layer above that, and use black and basically trace what you did, and make sure you just have straight lines, because on this one you don't want the line art to be messed up. I know if you're doing digital painting, your line art could be a little different. You could actually just do the line art and just like, forget it, I'm gonna just paint over all of this anyway. I'm not good at digital painting, so I'm not gonna suggest you do any of that, but this is just me doing the line art. So for now, I'm gonna just let this play through. You watch closely of how I did. It's basically like just going through it and just tracing everything you did, but you'll see it. I'm gonna just let this play through. Okay, so the next step of doing this drawing after I did the line art, you can see when I'm doing the hair and the clothes and stuff, I'm actually making new layers. I'm putting it under my line art layer, and with that you just I don't know why I pause so much, but with that you just put the colors that you want and color your layer. You can use a fill-in tool or use like your magic wand tool or whatever this in Photoshop CC, or like I'm using Manga Studio, I just got the auto select tool. You just use that tool, go on the layer, and it'll just fill in that whole layer. And that's basically what I was doing. And sometimes you'll see me just hand color it, and you just color under your line art layer. That's basically how you get your flats down. So I'm gonna just let it finish rocking here, and then I'll go back to explain the next step, which is gonna be doing your shading and your lighting, like the what it's called, the shines and all of that. So yeah, I'm gonna let it rock. Okay, so once you get done with doing all your flat colors, like putting colors on everything, you'll want to get into the shading. So what I would do, like now, what I would do is take everything that I did so far, go to a layer and make a folder of the layer. But in this video, I don't think I did that. I think that in this video, what I decided to do was when oh wait, no, I actually did do that. It was in another video that I decided that if I did the shading, I wanted to do like just single shading on each type of color. So it would be like I have a layer of the color, then above that layer I have the shading for that, and then so on and so on. But for this one, I took the whole layer, well, took all the layers that I did of every color, put them into a folder, and then when doing that, I just kept the folder down there, made a new layer and put it on top of that. And when you do that, you press the clip layer button, which I have, which is that little circle button that you should see a red line on your layer. that you can see up there. If you look down there where I got my layers and stuff, there's a red line next to my shading layer. When you do that, it makes sure that whatever you color on that layer doesn't go outside of the lines of everything you like colored already. So since I didn't put the background in that folder, everything within that folder can be colored on. So I just use that to do my shading. So with shading, you will want to make a new layer and change the setting to multiply, because whatever you pick with multiply, if it's a light or a dark color, it's gonna be like transparent basically, and you just color over that layer with whatever type of color. And you can use the same color too, it's just gonna be like a shadow of that color. So if you use blue, as you see me here using like brown, everything's gonna get that like shade of brown, but it's gonna look like a shadow, and it's gonna go with like everything that I did. So I'm using warm colors right now, so that's why I use brown, because I was planning on doing a background for this picture, never did it, but it came out good. So the same thing is you do the same exact steps for when you want to do lighting, but I'll wait in this video until the part where I'm doing the shine and the lights and stuff before I explain all that. So right now you'll just see me do all of the shading. I'm just on that multiply layer that's above everything, and I'm just over there coloring like crazy. So yeah, that's basically all that I do for shadows. Okay, for this last step, this is where I use the glow dodge tool. So it's basically go make another layer and set the layer setting to glow dodge, and if you pick white or any type of light color, it's gonna show up as like a shine. Make sure you don't do this on like very bright saturated colors because it won't really work that way. But that's what I did for this picture. I used the glow dodge tool and made everything bright. And also when I did like the shine in the eyes and stuff, if I wanted to show up white, I would actually not use glow dodge but make a different layer and actually just use my what's that called, the spray can tool, whatever that's called. I use that tool and just spray in some white, and it'll look like it's a shine, like for your iris of your eyes and stuff like that. But for this one, I used this, you still use the spray tool, but I used it bigger and I was just doing shines with it, just highlighting everything. As you see, look, I'm just doing highlights with it, so everything looks shiny. And then sometimes I'll go in with the pencil and do lines, but I don't do that quite often. As you can see, for this, I made another layer and I'm just using the white, just using plain old white. I'm not even doing the glow dodge for some of it, where you see just the white popping up. That's why I'm just using white. So yeah, that's basically how I do shine, and that's basically how I do my pictures. So I hope that this really helped you to understand what I did, all the steps, because I can't give you a step-by-step of how to draw, because that would be a whole different video entirely, and mostly doing that I'll have to hand draw, which I can't actually record me doing that stuff. So if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and make sure to turn on notifications to be notified whenever I upload. Follow me on Twitter at Izdawiz1, and follow me on Instagram at Izdawiz, and follow me on DeviantArt at Izdawiz, and Twitch at Izdawiz. So yeah, I hope that really helped you. It's your boy Izdawiz signing out. Deuces. And if the video ain't cut off by the time I'm done talking, just enjoy the rest of the video. If it is cut off by the end of me talking right here, deuces, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.